Hello everybody, welcome back to the Daily Journal series. Just quickly recording now, because of the news last night, I ended up actually setting up a very ramshackle solution for recording. Now it probably looks similar to my normal recording setup because I'm using the same exact camera, same exact headset, but it's all plugged into my laptop, which is not the most... It's not the most technologically capable, so it's a bit more janky, but I thought about this solution and was like, you know what? I can actually do a recording session now because I've taken the time to download OBS on my laptop, get it all set up and whatnot, but you may see drops in frames if I try to do stuff. Like, if I go to Rain on X, I was told that Rain on X drops my frames a little bit, so... and it is a bit slower handling-wise, so... I apologize if that's the case, and that's just down until my computer gets repaired, which I still don't 100% know what's going on with that, but we're trying to fix it. As you can see, we're running Merro. Now, this isn't because of any strategic in-game, there isn't any in-game reason why I'm doing this. It's just because, as of right now, the results for Merro, we don't know the split on its skill. We don't know how much of each drop it can give. And there's a data collection form in Neroli's lab group. The devs of this fantastic website that I use for the Sleep Sleepers. They are doing data collection in their Discord. They have a survey out for that, and I'm running my Merro just to collect data on procs. So far, I've gotten 3 procs. 2 have been soybeans. 1 has been mushrooms. So there's no reason behind it. There's no reason for me to be running Merro realistically, strategically wise, but I just wanted to help contribute to the data because I caught a pretty good one. I haven't evolved it yet, so it's probably not going to be proccing as well much as some other people that are probably submitting stuff. But oh well, that's the reasoning for running Merro instead of something else right now. So let's hop into our sleep session review. Now, I know there's going to be a Merro. That is a guarantee because I ran my second incense. I'm hoping for a shiny still. I doubt it's going to happen because the odds are kind of low. You know, shiny odds, not a very common thing. But I love shiny Merro and love shiny Honchcrow, and it's honestly the entire reasoning why I bought the bundle, just to increase my odds a little bit. That looks like it's going to be a slumbering graph. We've had a lot of snoozing and dozing lately, so yeah. Slumbering, now that is good to see because one of our 2 hunts that we're going to Lapis for is because we're still looking for a milk farmer of sorts, so Blastoise. Squirtle is a good option for us. The other one we'd be hunting would be Sprigatito, but that spawns at dozing. Now, it is pseudo-balanced though, so we still could see anything. Realistically anything. We have in a top belly sleep. Only 7 spawns this morning though. And there's the Merro that was guaranteed to us. 2 Merro spawned in today, though. Neither of which shiny, unfortunately. But oh well. We got some new sleep styles. We got a new Merro, 2-star style, it looks like. Yep, and we got the 4-star Ivysaur. Let's, Sleep Dex record this. Oh, whoops, I clicked the wrong button. Don't worry about that. Oh, man. I don't know if that's the casting or if that's my phone that's making that weird audio glitch. It could be either one. Now we know that 4-star Ivysaur is here, which actually completes the Bulbasaur line. That was the last one we were missing out of those. And then Merro, we had 1 star yesterday, but I forgot to mark it off, and 2-star today. So that's all we've got for that. Oh, it was the casting. I just realized it's frozen. That's good to see. Let me reboot that up. What do you know? Gotta love technical difficulties, you know? Okay. That's probably going to be a common thing over the next, like... Well, until I get my computer fixed. Until I get my computer fixed, that's probably going to be a relatively common thing that we'll just have to deal with. But oh well. As for the rest of the Pokemon here, is there anything that we're interested in really here? I've already got a good Meganium that I've been investing up. I've actually got 3 Meganiums, but only one of them is what I would call good. The other 2 are what I would consider investable. That, like, they're decent enough that early game they were worth the investment, but nowadays I've got better things to run. So nothing here is really all that crazy for me. I could catch the Chikorita, I guess, because it's only 1 pip away, so... Do I go for... I don't need another Merro. There's no reason for me to catch another Merro, unless I just wanted to help them gather data, which is no reason for me to be investing biscuits. So, I'm just leaving Merro behind. The only reason why I'd catch another one would be if it was shiny. So, we're just gonna catch the Pichu. I don't need another Pichu. I've got tons of good Raichu candidates. That is definitely an abundance here, but we're getting pretty close to the point where... We're getting pretty close to that point, where it's French below 40, which does increase shiny odds, so we'll toss it a couple biscuits. Toss it our daily biscuit. Sure, it does make us spend a few more biscuits, but we'll also catch the Chikorita because it's 1 point away. Still got that Chikorita, what do you know? Okay. I think that's about it for today. That Chikorita is, coming home with us, so... Of course it crit. That's a real serious stride, you know? You know, I wonder if there's any... Okay, so we're still missing 3-star Charizard. I'm just looking here real quick. The only sleep styles we're missing of any of the Kanto starters is 3-star Charizard and 4-star Blastoise. We'll send out the event mon again. Boosted spawn rates. New Pokemon. New bias. That's the thing. Dream Shards. 6,000. Okay, what you got for us, Pichu? I really don't care about this thing's stats. That's like XP up, skill down. Yeah, I don't care about that guy. He's candy, but that's alright. We didn't really care about Pichu. Okay, Chikorita. Hasty nature. I really don't care about this one either, but it's got Berry Fighting S. That's intriguing. And Help Speed. You know, I'll star it in case I have another use for another Chikorita. Because this one is better than some of my other ones, but it's pretty much on par with my current Meganium that I'm running right now. Because my current one has Berry Fighting S, Help Speed M. This one could be Berry Fighting S, Help Speed M if I just gave him Sub-Skill Seed. They'd be basically the same in terms of productivity. The only real difference is mine has an ABA list. This one has an ABB list. So if I need more honey, if something's more synergistic with honey, then maybe I could consider this one over the other one. But, like, it's a Berrymon. We don't nitpick for ingredients. I would only even think about considering ingredient list, not when deciding investments, but deciding, like, if I have 2 options that are already invested, which one to run that week. So, if I ever need another grass specialist, then that's a good backup option. But for now, it just sits in the box. So, it's a good Pokemon, don't get me wrong. Good Pokemon to catch. Definitely a good catch to have. But I'm not particularly excited about it. Now, I did want to talk about, those of you that didn't see my news, or the news video last night, they did announce last night that they're going to be this Packed Portions Cooking Week. I like what they're doing with the alliteration. I don't know if anyone else caught that, but Packed Portions, first time we had Super Skills Week. This is Packed Portions. I'm interested to see what they do with berries, if they do a berry week. But I prepped last night. I was like, what do I want to do for that? What do I want to do for Packed Portions Cooking Week? And here is what I came up. Man, they were right when they said my frames drop when I'm doing stuff with Ran on X. Okay, so Man, my frames are suffering. Okay, I am so sorry that it's like a slideshow. This is the result of using a laptop that is not really designed for recording. So, this is the team that I kind of threw together. By this point, actually, I just realized, I don't know if I did not. It'll be main skill level 6 on Cresselia because it'll be next month, which the shop resets soon. I should have enough sleep points by then to purchase the premium seed at least. So that will finally top off my Cresselia for main skill level, which means we'll actually do a little bit better than originally what I projected for. But my goal here was I want to just get one. I wanted to span for 2 potential meals. And I don't want to use a good camp ticket because, well, maybe I'll use a good camp ticket. I'm on the fence about good camp ticket, honestly. It's a very powerful week, don't get me wrong, but I'm not targeting Master 20 or anything that needs a good camp ticket for that extra strength. But it would be nice for the boosted spawns. I'm not really hunting any of the boosted spawns, but it would be nice to get an extra spawn off of the really high drowsy power, potentially more dream shards, because I am kind of at a dream shard deficit right now. I'd like to build up those dream shards a bit more. So my goal here was I want to spend as little resources as possible and still do really, really well. And realistically, my goal is to level a meal. Now, if I go for apple acid salad, if I go for salads, then I put in level 30 because I figured the meal's going to level up really fast if I'm running it. This may not be necessarily accurate because right now it's level 0. I haven't used it once. So if I wanted to say it was level 1, then my strength projection is only about 3.4 mil. Now, granted, that's still really good. That's still Master 20 at Greengrass. So, like, I'd still do pretty well. And that's also assuming a pot size of just 84. Ranonex doesn't allow me to go up to 104 without either clicking the good camp ticket or the bottomless pot option, but the bottomless pot overestimates, and I prefer to underestimate things so that I'm always either pleasantly surprised or correct, is kind of my thought process with that. So, I'm prepping for apple acid salad is like the one I want to do the most, which I made a team here for that. With Cresselia, Chansey, Victory Bell, my Raichu, and my Espeon. Backstocking some ingredients. Now, interestingly, because of the boost to ingredient specialists that week, these two, like, way overproduce in the tomatoes and the eggs. Actually, not that much in eggs. In fact, I actually need to backstock some eggs, I think. Yeah, just a few eggs. 116, not that bad. So, actually, yeah, I do need to stockpile some eggs, but because it does take a lot, and this Chansey isn't quite there in quality. 91 eggs is what we're looking at right now. If I get it to the 500-hour ribbon before then, but I don't think I will. So, I am sleeping with it quite a bit, but not that much. Anyway, 3.4 million is what we're looking at Old Gold Power Plant if it's got a level 1 meal. If we assume that across the week it's like a level 20 meal average strength, then it's like 3.8 million, Master 15. Not doing too bad. That's without a good camp ticket, so I'm pretty impressed with that result. But, like I said, I don't want to depend upon getting lucky with an easy travel ticket roll. I'd much rather prep for 2 of the 3 meals than 1 of the 3 meals, because that just decreases the amount of good, like, easy travel tickets you have to use by quite a bit, because if you roll a wrong one, hopefully you don't re-roll the same wrong one multiple times in a row, which is why I also prepped for desserts. Now, desserts, I actually end at a much higher strength, just because my Zing Zap Spice Cola is already leveled up. I have no intention of going for the Clodsire Eclairs, because I don't have the best team around it. I would like to level it, but I just don't have that cacao producer yet. I don't even have a good milk producer, to be honest. That's why I really want that Squirtle. For either or both. I've got a decent honey Venusaur. Right now that's like an AAB option, or AAC option. So, like, I could go for Clodsire Eclairs. I could level it. Right now it's actually level 1. I don't know why it says 60 there. But realistically, I don't want to do that. I also could theoretically go for Hidden Power Perk Up Stew. I've got some soybean mons for that. I've got a tomato mon. My Gengar produces mushrooms and coffee by far. But there's no way that I'm producing enough of all of these ingredients to be able to reliably swap on a team. You know, I might be able to do something with it, but I'd rather have more flexibility by being able to prep my bag for these 2 meals. So that's why you saw some weird numbers in there and some random ingredients that aren't used as part of the salad is to prep coverage for also desserts. So that's why there are some like weird numbers in here. Now, the 20 leeks is just so that I can make the first meal. Same with the 23 apples and the 12 coffee, because each one of those meals take that much, and if you don't have enough in there for it, then you have to throw out ingredients to make space for it before you can make it. And also, I wake up pretty late on Monday morning, so that means that I don't have very much time for breakfast to really do that. So I like to always include one craft of whatever meal I intend to make on whichever meal type that is. But as you can see here, we have reliably, with the same ingredient list, it actually might be different, but I counted it out earlier. You should be able to reliably make the Zing Zap Spice Cola for tons of strength. And you can see here, plus 71 coffee a day. This Vikavolt is not really going to be consistently on the team. My intention is to take Jack and swap him off as, like, for Dedenne, for another Raichu, just to get other things in there every now and then. Maybe it'll just be, like, mostly Dedenne is probably the one that I'll proc the most. I still have yet to plot out how many Dedenne procs is optimal, but we'll see. We'll see as time goes on what I decide to do. I need to use my little spreadsheet there to figure that out. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this team that I developed. Now, I do need to take the time after this week is over to ingredient bag prep. It can be fast. It can be really fast, but I like to give a little bit of leniency. I think the goal is going to be next week, Monday, Tuesday, really push for strength. Try to get some sleep XP on Pokemon that I care about, but primarily just push for strength so I'm sitting at an alright spot, and then spend the rest of the week ingredient prepping. And I'll do a little bit of here and there ingredient prep. Like, I'll probably run my Raichus early week, just for the apples and ginger. And then I'll probably run my Chansey to both get the eggs as well as sleep XP on it. And then my Espeon for the milk. Honestly, like, the team early on in the week is probably not going to look that much different than most of my teams, because it'll mostly just be Chansey, Raichus, and then the Espeon, which is becoming more of a mainstay on the team. So, yeah, that's probably what we're looking at for next week and later on this week. It's going to take a lot to get 325 apples stockpiled, but I think I can do it. If not, I've got a Fuecoco that I haven't invested up that I could always just pump to level 30 if need be. So that's kind of how we are looking for the week. But that is about it. If you haven't enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Down in the description, I'll have a link to join the Discord. You can come join us, hang out, talk about all things Pokemon, sleep, and the like with some awesome people. I've also got the join button. Feel free to click that if you want to support me in that way and are financially capable of doing so. Got no awards for paid members, but I do genuinely thank all of you. It goes a long way and just goes to show the support in a really awesome way. And as always, I thank you all for watching and hope that you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.